Welcome back everyone. It's been a long time, but I'm back with Betsy, Project Betsy. If you're new to the channel, I've got several videos on this one. This was actually a diesel runaway. Had to fix turbo, it was overfilled with oil. We had an absolute ton of welding on this thing. Ultimately the plan was to turn this into a camper conversion, but in those videos my mum and dad wanted to do one as well, so I ended up fixing it up for them. They are now trying to do the conversion. It has been a while. Today's mission though is to get the split charge relay in, diesel heater in, solar panels and the roof vent. A lot has happened with this van since the last time you've seen it, so I'll give you a wee tour just now and just show you what's different. So I'll just take a wee walk around. As we can see from the other videos, she's all been painted. It's all been painted just with a wee hand sprayer, just with a small compressor. So all the welds have came out really quite good. Everything's done, body wise is okay. Nothing spectacular to write home about. We've now got the windows in, so they're the sliding windows, all done. The visors for the wind deflectors for the windows, all done. Other big changes that have happened with this since our last update: bench seat was removed, so the bench seat's been out. It's been replaced with another captain's chair on the passenger side. This is the official transit passenger seat for this one. It's not like your driver's seat and then moving the handle. So this was originally at the factory as a passenger seat. They're all mounted on the swivel bases. It's all swiveled. We've got the radio in there as well. Very good. Reversing cameras all set up. Again, windows on this side as well, sliding windows. Inside has now been carpeted, ply panels have been added. Still obviously some trim and that to go on. Nice job on the roof. Most of this is my dad's work here, he's just been plodding away with it. Back doors are up. Obviously some sound deadening and insulation. We've actually been trying to do something a little bit different with this van actually. And one of the things that I've noticed with these styles of vans is the fact that, you know, they're old. They need worked on. Obviously windows now on the back. You know, they need worked on. So we're trying to do our last few builds here as modular systems where if the van requires welding, which it will, these panels can all be removed easily. The roof can be come off, everything on the floor can be removed easy enough to allow easy access to allow welding. So that's something we're trying out on this side. It's just trying to keep it modular so we can take it apart. But it's done not a too bad job. Don't know what you think. Very nice. Nice little bolts there. Again, just to try and make it easy for it all to be removed. So, cracking job. So that's where we are so far. Get it up on the ramp and drop this tank. See you in a minute. Thankfully, most of the repairs that we've done have been absolutely fine. This also went for a pre-MOT inspection just to make sure that everything was okay, and yeah, it would pass with flying colours. So this will get MOT'd probably in the next month or two actually, it's probably due. Anyway, enough talking. I want to get the diesel heater done, so I want to drop the tank. Very controversial subject this one. Some people just drill a hole straight into the tank and then seal it, but I don't know what chemical they actually use to seal the tank for the standpipe that goes in. I also feel as if actually putting it in the sender unit is maybe the best option, because that's more than likely going to need to get replaced at some point. Plastic tanks nowadays probably not really needing to get changed, but I'm going to put it in the sending unit just the same as I did with Trixie, which you can see in the background, and that's what we're going to do here. So I'll get it up on the ramps, get this dropped, and I'll turn the camera back on just as we are dismantling it. Cracking day today, absolutely cracking day. Let's get started. Tight squeeze again. We're under the van now. Tank's just here. Got a new exhaust fitted as well. That looks good. So the tank should just be as easy as just undoing these 4 bolts. So there's one here, one back there, one up there, and one there. So basically we'll get the 4 bolts out. I'm going to put a jack underneath the tank just to support the weight of it. It's about 1/4 of a tank I think that's in this just now. So we'll put a bit of wood, the jack, just to support it, undo those 4 bolts, drop the tank, pull it out, and away we go. I'll try and get you in once I get it lowered and disconnect the fuel lines to be able to release this completely. Now there will be the filler cap that we need to disconnect as well, just with that hose clamp there. If we disconnect it here, or even might be better actually to disconnect it across the top here. Because if I disconnect it there, diesel's going to come out. And then there's a wee breather hose just up the top here, so we need to get that disconnected as well. Right, I'll be back once I get that done. Straps all out, time to get this dropped. So the 2 hoses are disconnected, that main fuel tank hose plus the breather. Got a jack under there with a bit of ply just supporting the weight of it. Brackets are out. Time to lower. Now I really need to get it low enough so I can get to the fuel lines. Easy. Easy. Dad, no. I need you now. I need my pick. I did have a pick here somewhere. Right, but can you come down to this level? I can't remember how that comes off. Sorry? I said I can't remember how that connector comes off and I can't feel a clip. Like fuck. Jesus. That was a pain in the arse. Right, I just need to get another cloth. Right, disconnecting these lines is probably going to put fuel down. So you just push them in and then release the clip. So a wee bit of diesel will come out.
If you release the clip and leave them in place, it should drain into the tank.
No, it doesn't.
No?
Pull them up. We'll stick them up there so they're not lying down. Well, that's fine. I've got it. Right. Just obviously slide it out, but make sure it doesn't tip where that pipe is that you're holding.
What's the ground here?
Good morning, David.
Morning!
I've got some finished
Right, it's all you.
in the shed.
Good.
Right. Right, tank's out. Basically, it's a case now of undoing this ring. So all I'm going to do is just use a little chisel, hammer, in at the side here, and then tap. Now I've already done that. It was loose, but it was only a couple of taps, and then it started to spin. Now it is quite dirty down here, so we're just firing up the compressor just to blow this all away. But effectively, the bit that we're going to tie into is this nozzle here. So this here's the auxiliary. So we're basically just going to chop this off, put the standpipe in, rubber O-ring, seal it all up, pop it back down, and then that'll be us. There we go, much better. Really just to get the loose debris off, and then we can unscrew it and remove it. Right, sorry folks, I kind of got carried away. I just took the sending unit out, cut off the auxiliary pipe, fed that through, a couple of rubber O-rings, screwed it all back in, job done. So it's basically just a case of getting this tank back in now, get it lifted, and that's us. I might actually put the fitting kit on first, because I've got a wee fitting kit for the diesel heater, so I'll put that on. It's just basically some rubber hoses and some plastic pipe. So I'll put that in and then get this mounted back in, and we'll call that good for now. King of the castle. Lovely. Anyway, solar panels are up. Basically just fitted the aluminium brackets. These, you can get them with the plastic brackets, but I don't quite like them, to be honest with you. I think they're too large, especially when it comes to the ridges and the roofs. So I like the aluminium ones. But basically they're all bolted in. We drilled an extra wee hole just in the centre-ish of these brackets. What we're going to do is drill these out and then put riv nuts in. So these will effectively get riv nutted in. Gasket sealer basically on the riv nut, the bolt, and on the bolt head. And that's basically all I'm going to do now. Just go around there. That looks pretty good. See you in a second. Well, we just had to crack on. Solar panels are on, roof vents up. Not too bad at all. Looking good. Place is like a bomb site. There we go. All done. Time for electrics.